America, welcome back to me, welcome back to Thailand. True Blue Thai here in Thailand. And we got the shirts on, we're inside the house, etc. Was in the basement, and again because it's one atit here in Thailand, it's Sunday and the neighbours are home. And yeah, so for instance, I was coming here and I got the shirt on. We've got to wear the shirt today, for instance, Sunday morning here in Thailand, and yeah, we didn't get to sleep until after 2 a.m. this morning, so so thank God the camera's a bit far away from me today, but yeah, absolutely fantastic. So pleased of the result. Wasn't the best of performances. They had to give us problems, and there's still those issues on transition, etc. And they're fast, and these. But again, I was listening to Typical City for Johnny, and they say, well, you know, there's some fast improvement in a lot of the teams in the Premier League now, and for instance, especially established teams who've got very fast players. And we just got to put up with it. But I thought overall, we managed the situation very well. They had the first goal disallowed after a few minutes. But I didn't think, well, it was offside. Man City's line was excellent. Ruben Diaz. Let's just go through the team before we start, you know, because again, there's a lot to say. But you know, it's nice to have a 4-0 victory, fantastic, you know, and you know. But let's go through the team. Trafford started in goal. Lewis, Nunes came on the 66th minute. Stones, Kuzanov came on the 82nd minute. Diaz, Aït-Nouri, Nico Gonzalez, great to see him. Bernardo, captain or Silva, captain. Aurelio came on the 66th minute. Bobb, absolutely amazing. Reijnders, oh wow. Doku, Mamouche came on from the 66th minute, and Cherki, Haaland and Cherki came on for the 73rd minute. But no, overall, for instance, I can't complain. Going away to any Premier League ground is always going to be difficult. There's always going to be challenges and difficulty. Getting the points, but also not just getting the points. For instance, getting a clean sheet and getting away with. And the difference between the sides was clinical. We were clinical. They were kind of huffing and puffing. They had that opportunities, etc. Because they're playing at home. It's emotional time because of the Jota thing, and they did very, very well. And I like the way they stayed behind as well to clap as well. Did the Jota thing, which was excellent as well. That's all. I got to admire that. And for instance, I sang all the way through, even though they were 4-0 down. But yeah, that was incredible. But yeah, so well done Wolves for that, and good atmosphere. So for instance, but I thought City's being clinical going forward. And I hark back to the days on ESPN when they had Don Hutchinson, Stevie Nicol and Mark Ogden all saying Manchester City signings were underwhelming. And I just can't believe it. What's it called? Our signings were supposed to be underwhelming. Just like you can't make it up, can you? Manchester City signings were underwhelming, and Tiana Reijnders underwhelming, Cherki underwhelming, Reijnders underwhelming, Mamouche underwhelming. My Christ, they're gonna eat their words. It just shows the biasness. And I was listening to half time, for instance, to Johnny on Typical City, and he said the media now is dying. It's like the mainstream media when they talk about politics, the BBCs and the Sky News and things like that, because you can't trust them because it's all too much bias towards one particular view, like the Labour Party at the moment, where everybody realises exactly the mess of what's going on in the UK, and then you've got what's called the likes of Sky Sports, Talk Sport, and you've got the old guard, the crookies, etc. For instance, and the guy does he's on tomorrow, talk crap, etc. The Scouser, for instance, you can feel the bitterness in their mind and when they talk, etc. Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher, for instance, you can't trust in what they say, you know. And for instance, again, it's they're just and it's all down to the fact that they want to keep the status quo, the United and the whatever. They would talk about today's game between United and Arsenal, you know, it's the blue chip game, you know, and since when United have been blue chip, you know, and then for instance, they got a chip on the shoulder, which is blue, which is Manchester City, but other than that, No, but anyway, let's get on to the game. So I thought we started off quite slow, for instance, and thought again they started off well. The likes of like Reijnders, etc. For instance, but I thought it's only his first game. He knows how it. In his interview afterwards was about the what's it called, the pace of the game of the Premier League. But he certainly got into his stride. Oscar Bobb played well. Doku started well, but then faded a bit. And but other than that, Haaland. I thought there was, every time we got the opportunity, I thought we were trying to get forward and move the ball forward. It didn't work out. Sometimes we lost the ball, and they broke on us on more than one occasion. I had NBC. I was listening to NBC of my commentary, and they were writing Man City off, especially Graham Lasso and whatever was writing Manchester City off way before we scored. And then once we scored, it's a total situation, a total 360. Man City, so and it was just honestly. But let's go for the players. Again, sorry, you can see how emotional I get. It's 2 a.m, she's in bed, etc., and she drives me mad because I'm sat in the kitchen, etc., going whatever, and quiet, because she's up, she's doing. And when she wants to wake up, etc., it's fine. When I want to wake up, poor. Anyway, let's go through the guys. So Trafford, I thought, I knew he was going to start. Appears that Edison's got a gastroenteritis. Sure. But I believe the 10 million euros have been Galatasaray needs to bump that numbers up a little bit more. Galatasaray, we want the whole thing to go through. But so for instance, it's but I thought James Trafford, I thought he was commanding. I thought in his box, I thought, for instance, when he needed to push up, he looked like he'd been playing Man City for a long time. Didn't give me any cause for concern. I remember he came out for a ball, he just came out and grabbed it, boom, my ball, boom. Didn't give me any cause concern. And people say he didn't have much to do, but I thought what he did, I think he did very well. He had that one big save, etc. But he did. I thought he had a couple of saves, but I thought he was really commanding. I was really impressed by him, to tell you the truth. I was really, really impressed. So to me, I'm going to give him an 8. What's to go for him? Lewis. With Nunes. Lewis, for instance, absolutely, he's been linked with Forest. Normally, I was surprised he started. I thought they were going to play Nunes, but I realised the booing of, because they were interviewing Wolves fans before. I know they like him, Nunes, they don't like him. So I knew he was going to get hassled, so that could affect his game. You see it when players go back to other games, when they return back home and it's not gone well, they get booed, and he got booed a lot. So it was good that played Lewis, but I thought Lewis played very well. I'm going to give him a 7.5. I thought he was excellent in his approach, etc. For instance, and he got bulled off the ball once. He got pushed off the ball to concede the corner, but overall I thought he played very, very well. So great, and his assist to the goal as well, excellent. And he can link up with Oscar Bobb so well, I thought Nunes, etc. He came on, etc. He did what he needed to do. I was quite confident with him. Someone said he made a bozo moment. I don't care. Again, for instance, he didn't lead to anything, and I think there was a couple of misplaced passes. But I think people just jump on him straight away because, again, some people jump. Someone said something. Other people kind of like, oh well, it's like the eye and ignore it. Oh, he's not a very good defender, and everybody says it, because they've got nothing else to say because they haven't seen it. So they're just going off by what somebody said it in the past. But Nunes, I thought he played well, so I'm going to give him a 7. I thought he was good. Sorry, Lewis, I'm going to give him an 8. By the way, John Stones, great, and him Kuznetsov. John Stones. Oh, so this guy, in that tackle when that ball came in, and he just he got in front of the defender. It just shows you how important this guy is. When he's fit, and how important he still got it. I was quite happy to see him leave, but right now I want him to stay. And and because when he comes on, you forget what such a great defender he is. And I'm going to give him an 8. What's it called? 8.2. I thought he was the best defender. Kuznetsov didn't have much to do. Great to see him come on. over Ake, basically. For instance, I thought he would be an excellent defender in the future, so I was going, but I'll give him a 6, whatever, because he, again, he didn't do much. Diaz, better game. What's it called? He wasn't as good as Stones, but I thought he played well, and I was very, very happy to see. Thought it was okay in his defending. Again, they worked well, the defence, Stones and Diaz together, and so I'll give him a 7.5. But not as good as John Stones. Nouri, let's go back to that. So people said he wasn't a good defender. He wasn't great going forward as much as what he's been in the past, but his defending was improved. To me, it was great. So and I was very impressed with his defending. This nonsense is from Don Hutchinson and Stevie Nicol and for instance Mark Ogden saying he's not a very good defender. I thought he played well in defence. I think he can get better. So absolutely fantastic. So really, really happy for him. So I'll give him 7.7. So I thought I played well, but he didn't. So I think overall I'm very happy with him. Considering going back to your previous club, etc. For instance, you don't know how but overall I thought we played well. Nico Gonzalez, wow, got that nasty tackle towards the end, but I thought overall, wow, this guy definitely deserves to play the game, play football, and he deserves it. And I thought he played he looked very, very commanding in the centre. But overall, for instance, I thought he was brilliant. You can clearly see. We definitely don't want to be losing this guy. It was great that he got on above Gundogan, and even though I love Gundogan, for instance, but he shows that he's got great quality, and I think the more he plays, the more he'll show his quality, for instance, and very underrated midfielder. So, but very good player, and that ball when he carried that ball through into the box as well, So I think he's definitely one of the players for the future, Nico Gonzalez. I could definitely give him an 8.2. I thought he was really good. Reijnders, wow. What can I say? Bang average players, underwhelming player. Flipping hell! I knew this guy was good. For instance, when I saw him first time before people started jumping on his train. And I saw him. He was the Italian midfielder of the year, and it's clear the money we pay for him is just ridiculous. And this guy, he plays with a lovely smile on his face, lovely guy. Score a goal, guys. But wow, him and his link-up play with Oscar Bobb, for instance, was superb. And Haaland, Haaland's going to love playing with him. Him and Cherki, for instance, he's going to love playing, and Oscar Bobb, etc. But you got to give it a 9.5 for me for him, etc. It was just a delight to see. He glides on the pitch. Didn't start off well, but my God, when he got into the speed of the football, he really, and he looks like he's really enjoying it. And his interviews afterwards, so great. I'm really happy for him. 9.5 for me, man of the match. Man of the match. I'm not going for the superior man of the match. Man of the match. He's a man, for Christ's sake. Okay. Bernardo, Nico, Pop, Reijnders. Bernardo Silva. Yeah, all over the game. Playing a captain's role now. Happy that he played. I saw him give him Erlin Haaland a bit of a scolding too. Do this and this. He was commanding. I thought he was wasn't as he did, and I thought, for instance, when he did when he came on the left, he did go on the left hand side and actually got a few because I think we were lacking because Doku kind of went invisible a little bit, and so for instance he took control of that. So, but I thought he was very measured and very good control throughout the game, and I'm not expecting him to run with not free roll, but be more cavalier, and actually I think he'll be more conservative. But he's going to be a great captain, and because you need somebody who's going to get around the pitch, and he will get around the pitch and putting an effort in and all the time, and he's going to relish that role. So, but I'll definitely give him a an 8. For his endeavours, because he deserves it. It's these small things what etc. people do was don't care. Michael O'Reilly came on the 66th minute, had that one controversial moment etc. where he got booked, but but other than that, he just need minutes. Again, for instance, I'm not going to give him a score. Unfortunately, I gave him news, but he's to score. But he's and again, for instance, he's definitely one for the future, and so happy he signed a new contract with us to one off Chelsea, and we need to do the same thing with Lewis, basically. Forget about it unless Lewis wants to go. But other than that, I think we need to keep these players. But Oscar Bobb. Oscar Bobb. Yeah, I think everybody loves that. Everybody loves saying his name as well. What a great name, Bob. Bob the Builder. Oh, what a great guy, for instance. And the thing is, Savinho, and he's at home on his gym, etc. For instance, complaining that he's injured. And but the fact is, Oscar Bobb has come back, etc., and shown what you do with the ball and the right, and how he takes on, crosses the ball. He's done more in that one game than Savinho's done in a while. Savinho was a project player, guy for the future, 100%. Will he do well? Yes. But I think he's got a bit. He needs to watch Oscar Bobb and saying, I might hit to his level right now. So that's the reason why Oscar Bobb deserves to play over me. And if I'm going to throw my little toys out of the pram, then what does it matter? Look at me, because if he's going to tear up against Spurs, I don't think so. And Oscar Bobb deserves his right of play. And you got. But he got that injury. What's he got? A bad tackle, which is disgusting, and never even got booked for it. But the guy. But in considering the amount of games he's played, I thought he was absolutely superb, Oscar Bobb. So I'm definitely going to give him an 8.5, 8.6. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was super. Doku, a bit quiet, started off well, started doing the jiggles, got a couple of crosses in the first 20 minutes. Didn't see much of him after that, got to say. I'm surprised didn't come off a lot earlier than what he did. Again, for instance, doesn't always look happy, so for instance, whether, I don't know, he got a lot of the players did find him with crosses, but he didn't do much with it, unfortunately. Had that chance was go with Erlin and Haaland, which blatantly obvious. I don't think he was expecting it in the second half, except where Erlin and Haaland headed the ball to him. He expect Erlin and Haaland to hit the ball in the back of the net, not to whether it was Erlin and Haaland's intention to send to him, but I don't know. Anyway, so I'll give him a 7. Marmouche, etc. came on, looked good. For instance, need more games. And came on a 66 minute. What's the goal? Did a good job for us, etc. But nothing to me outstanding in the game. Erlin Haaland, oh wow, what a great player, and got 2 goals. I think he's going to absolutely relish playing in this side. He really will. I think really going to enjoy playing at Manchester City with this new side. Got to definitely give him a 9. What's the goal? He doesn't do much, but what he does, he's clinical, and that second goal of his, etc. That pass back from Reijnders into finding the ball, looking at it, similar to the Palmero thing when he was in Italy. But he just knows where the ball is, etc. And he just needs that chance and bang. And he's going to really enjoy playing. He's going to get the service, and he's going to be playing with a smile on his face. So definitely give him Erlin a 9. Gets a lot of crap from the media. I was listening to NBC. Oh, well, he's not done much. I don't think he's touched the ball yet. Oh, God. They're so repetitive. Gary Neville will say it, and then they repeat it. It's shut up. Cherki, wow. On the bench, surprised he didn't come in earlier than what he did. But when he come on, absolutely got his goal. Just I love the happy birthday, by the way, Cherki. Happy birthday, Brian Cherki. But I love the way he punches to the badge, for instance, and wow, again, these players can score. Reijnders, Cherki, they can score. And Omar, for instance, and they're going to bring the DNA, which is something we needed from midfield. And these guys just get that one opportunity, bang, back of the net, and it just wow. So I give him an 8 for his for his goal, for his celebrations, for his birthday. Happy birthday, Ryan. Yeah, so didn't come on. Moreno, Aki, Gundogan and Ortega. That was quite alright, but we don't have a third choice. Anyway, so Gundogan and Akanji. Yeah, but overall, absolutely delighted with the side. Pep Guardiola's verdicts. Many things were good, especially in the first half. In the second half, we dropped too much. Maybe that was normal in the beginning of the season. Last season, we also started with hunger and energy, but we'll see. It's just the first game, and there are many points to play. Reijnders, it was really nice to start, of course, with the start off with a goal and assist, especially in the Premier League. Only the second player done it. The other person was Sergio in his first game. It was something I've always dreamed about, playing in the Premier League. We did quite good. We stayed calm and a good 4-0 win. I'm always going to go on the pitch with a smile. I love playing football and enjoying every minute of the pitch. This is what I like. I like to show the fans and start, and we were unbelievable. Yeah, the fans were great. As a result, this was our 9th consecutive away win on the Premier League season. Our 8th triumph at the time. Also represents our 14th open day win across 15 seasons. The exception being a 1-0 loss at Spurs in 2021-22. In the early days, but we'll win. Put us top of the Premier League. Didn't concede 2 goals, unlike Liverpool. Yeah, so then we got Spurs next week, who will beat Burnley 3-0. Yeah, but they beat Burnley 3-0. What's it called? The big result was probably Sunderland beat West Ham 3-0. Oof, that's going to hurt, by the way, Hammers fans. I'm going to listen to some of their reaction in a bit, but overall, absolutely delighted, can't complain. Again, for instance, on our first game, we can only get better, and as the time goes on, a tricky game. It was never easy games in the Premier League, but also, for instance, the Jota thing played a part as well. But I thought the team handled it well, and getting 4 goals. I was expecting 3. Some people giving a goal to them, keeping a clean sheet. And yeah, I'm delighted, absolutely, and the players, our new players, etc. shone, and it was just great. So happy. So I'm smiling. So yeah, because everybody had about what? Because she was up at 6 a.m. I was up at 2. I've had about 4 hours sleep with that, and so yeah, so I should be there. There's a cloudy day here in Thailand. I've got to go and get some rice whiskey in a bit and celebrate. I think I had a bit of it last time, so I should be hungover. But overall, happy days. McAtee's gone off to Forest now. See what happens with Savino and Eddie now in the next few days. I'm very surprised if these transfers don't get done. But other than that, I'm happy and smiling. Let me know what you're feeling today. Are you happy, smiling? Are you yeah? You're walking. I'm going to be walking out with this on today. I have no doubt about it. Guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. Tulu bye from Thailand. I'll be back tomorrow to have a chat. I do it every day for about 20 minutes. And so sometimes I can go a bit over, that's because I like to talk. But no, happy man, for instance. Started off top of the league, 4-0 win, clean sheet. Come on, City. Great to be a blue. Ian. Take care. Sorry to be from Thailand.